Chat. What's up, gang? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, gang? Or good afternoon. We had a later stream today. What's up, chat? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Hey, we're going to have fun today. Let me know how you doing. We got a couple minutes. Let's check in. Want to see how you guys are doing, how you're feeling. Feeling strong? Feeling nervous? Good morning, guys. Good morning. I don't know if you guys have figured out or not. There's like 10 seconds of a delay. It's called a stream delay. There's like 10 seconds. So if I ask you guys something, you see me sitting here, I'm just waiting to see your stuff come through. Glad you guys like the intro. Producer Chad is cooking back here. He's building some really cool stuff. Make this just even more fun. Asha, there was a live yesterday. On that, I have updates. So first off, yesterday, gang, as I was building, it was feeling weird. Like I was building and things weren't happening like they were supposed to, and I thought there was an issue with like all of the AI services. It wasn't. So if you guys were here yesterday, that was actually an Overskill issue. So first off, I now know exactly what to look for and what to look at with these live streams. The reason I built this whole thing is just so I could be honest with you guys. So I'll never do that again. I know what to look for. Something really cool. Yesterday was an Overskill problem. As we were trying to build, there was a problem with my app. So actually in the moment while that was happening, we fixed the bug in the back end. It was really, really cool, but my apologies for yesterday. That was not a random AI thing. That was a problem with Overskill. So in the future, now I know what I'm looking for. I'm never going to be lying about that stuff. If we're having some sort of problem in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. So anyway, rebuilt the app that we were working on yesterday, the calendar and scheduler app. I rebuilt that, got it to a starting point that we would have been at yesterday. And for today, we're going to go back through and keep on rebuilding that app. So really excited for that. Also, I have a code for you guys. Let me throw that code up here. You guys are going to see this page has changed for you all a little bit. So down below on the page, I say down below, right below the video, we have a little interaction stage. I have a bunch of tools and cool stuff that we can do for you guys. So you should see an access code down below. If you don't see that access code, you should just have to scroll down. You're probably on mobile. Anyway, we have a code for everybody. If you are not yet on Overskill, it's a code so you can skip the wait list. If you guys have friends that you want to do this along with, feel free, share the code to them. That lets them skip the wait list, and then we can do things together. I don't know about you guys, but I love doing things with people. So if you have a friend or a colleague or a family member or somebody you want to share this with or wants to do this with you, you can just throw that code over there. And can you guys see the code? Let me know in the chat. Everybody should be able to see that code nicely. And replays, William, thank you, bringing me to my next question. Oh, I love how this is working out. You guys should be able to see in the chat too, replies are a lot easier. Replies are a lot easier to see what we're doing. Nice. We're all seeing it. I love that. Jan, not seeing it. Jan, you should just be able to scroll down your page, especially if you're on your phone right now. Just scroll down. And you guys should see that access code. Just in case you're not seeing it, oops. Let me copy it, and I'm going to also put it in the chat for everybody. Nice, gang. Awesome. Awesome. And we have our spinner is working, so stick with me. Stay hanging out with us. At the end of this session, we're going to be spinning for 5K credits. And then replays. Great questions about replays. I'm still building this, gang. These replays, like you guys saw, Jason was in the chat. He did say the replays are on our Overskill YouTube page. If I'm not mistaken, it's just Overskill. I think it's just Overskill, or maybe it's Overskill Live. Let's see. Yeah, it's just Overskill. I'm going to share the link to the channel right down here in the chat. Spinner winner chicken dinner. I'm definitely going to use that. That's my son. My son's 3, but that's his favorite tagline. He does something cool and winner chicken dinner. I'm going to definitely teach him that too. So we have all of our replays of all these trainings are going to be on the Overskill YouTube page. But I'm also creating replay pages for you guys. Basically, each replay can get its own page where I have show notes attached to it, the big ahas, revelations, plus any links or assets I share with you guys. I saw somebody asking like, hey, where's all these apps that Dante's going to give us? I'll give you guys links to that. But in the very near future, I imagine by the end of this week, you're going to be able to go to the library and then choose episodes you haven't seen and go through, and everything will be neat and organized. Sweet. Jonathan, chat is going to change. Chat is definitely going to change. So we do our replays or we do our chat here in Overskill. So you do not see the chat. Like YouTube chat is pretty much non-existent, as it should be. Global, I think that's it. Global, you're in YouTube right now. Make sure to hop over to overskill.live. That's overskill.live for anybody in YouTube. Hop over here. This is where it's really happening. I'm just using YouTube. Really. I'm just using YouTube for a stream. Everything else we created on Overskill for Overskill users. So that's where everything's happening. And on our replay pages that we make, who just asked that? It was Jonathan, I think. On that page that we control, our replay pages, the chat will be in there. Plus any sort of cool of like the interactive things that we do, you're going to be able to see that tool. You're going to be able to see that as well. Nice. Glad to have you back, Annette. Annette from Holland. That's so cool. That's so cool. Asha is going to be out for the next 3 days. So we're about to start building, but almost done with announcements here. Asha, actually, our next live is not going to be until this Friday. I think I told you guys a lot, and I'll continue to mention this so we can all get on the same page. I want to be live with you guys every day. I want to do this every day. Some days I'm just not going to be able to. I have a lot of other responsibilities and a lot of other focuses on things that I do too. So like Wednesday and Thursday, I just have webinars and live sessions all day. I just can't squeeze it in. So we're going to have our next one on Friday. And again, that waiting page, gang, great for you, isn't it, Asha? That waiting page will always show you the next time. So like after we end here today at 2:30, That waiting page is automatically going to change. And then the next time is shown. I'm still building a scheduler for that and everything. So give it like 5 minutes after we go down for that time to update. But you'll always be able to see the next time of the next upcoming session by going to just overskill.live. And the waiting page will always show you guys that next session. Sweet. All right. I want to share my screen. Let's have fun. Let's have fun here. First thing. So here we go. I rebuilt that. This is calling it Coachbook. I rebuilt Coachbook yesterday after we figured out what was going on. I want to bring you guys up here and show you. I use the exact same prompt. No, not going forward. Just for this week. All of our schedules, Shade was just saying, wait, so no Wednesdays and Thursdays going forward? Just this week. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Just this week, gang. No Wednesday and Thursday this week. And with my schedule right now, how things are today, that's going to have to be how it is. So I'm building it on the waiting page where each week, like you can go to the waiting page on Monday, and on Monday, you'll be able to see the entire week schedule for that week. And then in the future, as my responsibilities change and time frees up, then yes, we'll be able to do these live every day, and we're going to go live every single day and have a good time with it. But right now, for this week only, no Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to go live. The final live for this week will be on Friday. I don't know the exact time yet, but check the waiting page. You'll be able to see that. All right, gang. So I put the exact same prompt in. It's the same prompt that I used with you guys yesterday. I just gave it a simple, here is what I want. Here are the features that I want. Super simple language, the exact same prompt. And here's what it came up with. We're going to go through the chat. It built the design, it built everything, it wired everything together, the databases, the tables, the URLs, all the endpoints, it did everything. So here we go, and it built out phase 1. If we want to start phase 2, we can, but just to get us familiar with Overskill here. So I built this in the first prompt. I did the thing, and here's my preview window. Here's what it created. And let's actually start from home. Oh, I can also go to my different previews. I think, yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So here we go. Here is Coachbook. Here is our actual booking page. I can go in here inside the preview window and I can click my things and I can chat. Hold on. Am I in the right one or is this the old one? Yeah, this is it. Great. Coachbook. Okay, fantastic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go to the top. Just make sure I want to show you guys same exact prompt. It's the exact same thing. So this one delivered a little bit different of a product than the first one in the sense that it made a home page for me. The first prompt we did, the first app it made, it didn't make any kind of a home page. This one did. Something natural and organic you can have sitting out there. Something that, you know, if you're just going to go live on TikTok and talk about an experience you had with a customer and you want to link to a page where other people can book a time, this is that homepage. We could also turn this into right now in the future, book a session. When you click this, takes you instead to an order form. Right now, book a session just takes you right to the calendar, book a session with me. But if I wanted to, I could make book a session go to an order form, where they could pay $30, $99, $990, whatever your charges and prices are. I could then go to an order form where they fill out and they book their time, and then they come to this page after they purchase where they could lock in that time for themselves. But we build and we go to our sitemap here. Our sitemap, here's my home page. If I want to check out my home page, click my buttons, do my thing, I can right here on the home page. If I want to make any edits, what's up, Scotty? If I want to make any edits, of course, just hop over to the prompt, tell it what I want it to do. I can then hop over here to the booking page. All right, so we're on our booking page, and I can choose Thursday at 9 o'clock a.m. Beautiful. I selected that. I can then continue to details. The details, form, and confirmation come in the next build phase. So the reason we have phases right now, gang, is from the prompt. From the prompt that I made this a multi-phase build. Actually, not to build a website, LaDonna. Good to see you, LaDonna. It's been a couple days. This is not to build a website. What we're building right now, LaDonna, is we're building our own calendar page so we can control our own appointments. I was asking a couple days ago how many of us use Calendly, and of us, how many of us have feature requests into Calendly right now, because Calendly doesn't work how we need it for our business and our customer. Yeah, Donnie, pro wrestling, right? Pretty much everybody needs this in some way, shape, or form. So we're rebuilding Calendly for us, how we need it to work for us in our business. So we're going to build, gang. This is it. We build, we test. I hop in here. I choose my session length. Fantastic. I'm going to choose my time and bingo. And now I would just need to keep building. That's it. I just need to keep building for all the rest of the features and functions to build. I could have built this all in one shot. I wanted to do it in 2 phases just so I could see and test a little bit as I'm going. Good to see you guys all in the chat. Hey, when you're joining in, make sure to check in with us, say what's up, and stick with us. We're going to spin for credits in just a little bit. But anyway, here we go. So that looks fantastic. For the most part, this page is working. Not this function, but everything else, I'm happy with this. I like it. It's got an attractive hero image. It's got the title. It's got the name. It's got a brief description of what you're going to get with this coach. It's got my sessions down here. Is this changing automatically? It is 30-minute sessions, 15-minute session. So as I click these buttons, it is changing on the title card as well. Yeah, LaDonna, there it is. So LaDonna, it's really good to have you here with us. Over the next 60 days, I'm going to be building a handful of apps with you guys. I keep saying 60 and 90. When I say that, in my mind, I see 10 years. But just for us to act on right now, over the next 60, 90 days, I'm going to be building a handful of apps that you guys need in your business. I'm going to build them on my credits, and then I'm going to give it to you guys, and you tweak for what you need with your own credits. So yeah, over the next 60 days, most experts here, if not all experts here, will have a software that does most, if not all, of the current things that they're paying outside subscriptions for. It's a huge power of Overskill. I did not add this image. This is an AI generated image. This is not real. I did not upload this image. I did not add this image at all. If I wanted to, I could change this image. I could go here to my plus to attach files. I could hop over here and let me see. Sure. I could hop over here and I could add these images, and then I could tell it, replace the hero image on the home page with the attached image. And I could prompt it and I could have it replace that image if I wanted. If I wanted to. Super simple, but this is just a placeholder image. I didn't tell it to create this or anything. It just knows that it needs this, and it created an awesome AI image. You guys just replace that with your own. Super simple there. All right, so we checked out the homepage. Homepage, I was really happy with. That's more than I was actually expecting. I didn't even tell it to build that, but I'm quite happy with having that homepage. I have a booking page where customers can book their own sessions. Then the last page I have, again, this is sitemap. As you create an app, your app has multiple pages inside of it to do different functions and tools. Like all of your features will be its own thing here in the sitemap. So we also have a dashboard. Oh, nice. And here we go. I now have a dashboard that I can literally use, and I can see the sessions that I have booked. I can change sessions. I can moderate. I can do all the things. This is awesome. So I wanted to start phase 2. Start phase 2 of the build. I'm pretty happy with what I have right now, and we're going to go ahead and start this. Great. Now, when I go to publish, I already published this just to save a little bit of time here, gang. But remember, until you do your first publish, your live URL will be grayed out. It will not be available. And that really means you can't share this app with anybody yet. Right? We give you a URL, a domain. It's a subdomain of Overskill. So whatever you want it to be, .overskill.app. Remember, you get one regeneration of this, your actual subdomain that you're making. So whatever it makes in the beginning doesn't really matter. Maybe you don't want to name your thing Coachbook. Maybe you want to make your thing whatever else you want to make the name, right? It's totally fine, and you don't need the name to begin. A lot of times we put the cart before the horse. Too many times, gang, we're like, oh, I need to come up with a really cool name, and what's the domain, and what's all this, and we actually don't. That's backwards. All we need to do, oh goodness, I had that image attached. We'll just see what happens. All we need to do, I'm actually really interested to see what happens. I have made a mistake like this in quite a while, so this is going to be awesome. Anyway, you don't need to know what you're going to call this thing. When you come up with your own brand, when you come up with your own name and your own images, you just upload those and you tell Overskill to replace everything. You say, I've come up with a new brand for this product. The brand is this name, and it'll replace everything for you. So don't worry about that now. The big thing is after you guys build, I want you to publish. After you build and you test and you're like, cool, I'm happy with the first thing that I have here. Go ahead and publish. I'm actually going to go over prompts with you guys in just a little bit and structure. But yeah, I'll get you that prompt in just a second, Dana. So anyway, build your thing. And then when you're all done and you know what you want to call it and you know what the brand is, then you can come in here, click the little pencil, and you get one change to this subdomain. So just use that one change wisely. I don't actually know what we're doing about multiple changes. I'm sure we can make it happen, but nobody should need more than one change. Build your app, and then we'll take it, and then we'll change our name. So I came in here because I really wanted to copy this URL and put it in the chat. I just put it in the chat for you guys. Feel free to go to that URL and book an appointment, test it, do the thing. And then if you have recommendations on like, ooh, I didn't like this didn't make sense, we're going to test this all live together. Let's see how it works. And I'll make changes based on your recommendations while it's building our phase 2 here. So I have Overskill building right now. AI is working on the phase 2 build. You guys are testing, and then we're going to just keep moving and grooving. While we do that, I want to talk about who was this? Let me get the name. It was Frank. Frank, are you here? Frank, if you're here, put a me in the chat. Frank put out a really cool post, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good and really close. And basically, this is how to get started and how to get the most out of Overskill. I thought it was awesome. This was in our founders channel. URLs should be clickable in chat. Yes, URLs are clickable. I just clicked that URL that you put. Oh, I think I needed to put a space on mine. Sorry. Okay, I think mine should be clickable now. Yes. Gwen. Yes. So we built into it full time. So I set my time as the owner. What time zone do I work in? And now our scheduler can allocate to people's clocks that they're on for where they are. Sweet. Yeah, links are clickable. Great. Great. I think it's cool too. Every day I work on this, our environment, and you guys get to see all the changes happening in real time. I think that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying that at least. And I think you guys are too with your apps it's so addicting. This is so addicting. And I was actually talking to my brother last night. And it like hit me, I think, for the first time how powerful I am right now. I've been able to sell for a really long time. What I was not able to do was create. I was able to sell things that were created, but I was never able to create. And now that I'm able to create, and I'm able to create the way I see things in my mind, it's just insane. It is just absolutely insane. Like, it's really revitalized me in a lot of ways. I come into work every single day stoked. Like, I have Slack threads with people. What problems are you facing? Because I can just solve the problems. It's absolutely amazing. So you guys keep testing that. Keep doing the thing. If you have any recommendations. Laura spent all day yesterday and launched 3 apps live. It's amazing, Laura. It's amazing. And I'm going to want to see these apps in the very near future. So keep building, keep doing the thing. I'm definitely going to get in there and look at those. Anyway, let's talk about this. So how to get the most about Overskill. This is from a user of Overskill. They've been using Overskill for a little while, and they understood kind of how things were going. And then they started talking with another AI, and they came up with a formula for just how to do things right. I thought it was really good and really, really darn close. I want to go over it with you guys here today. I'm going to build one of these for you. I don't even know. It's not an FAQ. It's just step by step. Here's what you should do, how you should do it. I'm also going to be coming up with prompts for you guys. Like here's 10 standard prompts that you can use that are architected in the right way. The big thing is how we architect our prompts. So anyway, here we go. Prompt 1. Give it everything. Overskill is built to ship a working app in the first prompt. It has all of our databases and everything. So That was pretty good. Don't ration your first prompt. Include who it's for and what they're trying to get done. Include what the app does, every major feature, not just the headline one. Include how the pieces relate to each other and include the feel you're going for. I agree. I think he nailed it on this one. Who was this again? Was it Rich? No, it was Frank. It was Frank. I think Frank nailed it. Yes. Give it the context. That's why I like the quick builder for sure. I use the quick builder a lot, but I really like that smart builder. In case you guys don't know where to find that, it's right here. Go to your account and then click the lightning bolt. This will bring up our prompt ideator, and you can get a lot more specific here inside the AI prompt builder. And it also helps you build prompts with the proper architecture. So if you're newer to prompting, definitely I would recommend you use that. But first off, give it everything. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. After launch, batch 3 to 5 changes at a time. Yes. Absolutely. We're going to get into this probably today in just a couple minutes here, but when we want to start making changes, I don't want to give it 12 different things to change at once. I want to batch to like 5 or 6 things. A lot of times how I like to do it is I'll work on a feature itself. So I'll go, let's say my app has 3 features in it. I'll go into feature 1 and I'll test everything. I will test every single part of that thing. What I do personally, you guys can see I do a lot of typing with my mouth. So I don't type anymore. I just click a fancy button and it puts it on the page for me. Right? So I don't type anymore. So for me, how I do this is I just have a notepad open on my browser. I have a Mac, so Mac has notepads built into it. If you don't have a Mac, use a Google Doc. I could care less how you put this down, right? I use a notepad and I'll have my notepad open, or let's just use a Google Doc for this example, right? Here, I got a doc open. So I'll go into feature 1 and then I'll just start testing everything about feature 1 and I'll hit a problem and I'll say issue number 1, the time zones are not propagating correctly. And then I'll keep testing. I'll keep doing the thing. Issue number 2, contacts are not saving properly. I'll do everything in feature number 1, and then I doubt anybody goes through a feature and has like 15 things that they need changed. You might. It's possible. If that happens, take the biggest 5, start with those. Then take the next 5, start with those. Reason is, like he put in the doc, which he's right on, there's a lot of code being written. So you don't want to write 15 features at once, because if it does great, but on feature 13, it needs to redo code to make everything work properly. Well, now it has to go redo all the initial 12 features. So you don't want to do it that way. You want to find 5 to 6 things or less. A lot of times too, to be honest, gang, this doc is how to use it the most. So what he's doing here for you guys is how to like make a prompt to fix bugs or change features or functionality, getting the most out of your credits. Getting the most out of your credits, right? I don't care about credits. I just want to be honest. I don't care about credits. I can build, I can do, and I know I can sell the things that I'm working on. So like, I'm honestly, when I'm doing, I'm not worried about credits. I'm not thinking about like, how can I save 10,000 credits over this entire project? I don't personally, I'm not saying how you should feel. This is just me personally. I don't care. I want to build that thing. I want to get it done. I want to launch it. I want to get live. I want to make money. I'm never going to think about that 10,000 credits. So a lot of times as I'm building, I will have it fix just 1 or 2 things. You know, I'll be testing live and I'll find a big thing that I want to change. And then I'll just go hit it with that one prompt. And I'll be like, change this. And I'll have it be doing single tasks for me. But again, I want to move, and that's me. That's my mindset. That's where I'm at with it. If you're not there, if you're like, hey, Dante, I really want to save that 10,000 credits, I hear you, and there's not anything wrong with that, okay? There's really, truly not. So if you want to batch work together, that will definitely save you on credits in the long run. 5 to 6 tasks, don't go over 6, because if you go over 6 and now we're having to rebuild and rewrite code and change things, well, now it's going to end up costing you more in the long run, right? So 5 to 6 features, 6 being the absolute top. Say the what, not the how. I would put this as number 1. I would put this more than one. Technically speaking, it is shade. Technically speaking, at the end of the day, if you were to just batch 2 actions together for each time you entered the prompt instead of just one, technically speaking, you definitely would save credits over the long run with that. It's not a crazy amount, but I know some of you guys are like, I want to maximize. I know some of you guys are like, I got to do this the right way from the first time, and that's totally cool. I want you guys to know how to do that, all right? I don't think that way, but that does not mean that I'm right, and it definitely doesn't mean that you're wrong. So 3, say the what, not the how. We're about to go to the app because build is complete. We love that. But this should be, I think, number 1. I hear you, Mary Lee. That is fine. I hear you, and that is fine. All right, that is totally fine. As I have some guests come up on this, you're going to hear a lot of them say, "I don't care about the credits. It's more important to me that the work gets done and it gets done quickly. I don't have to go to a developer and share my vision and let them build it and build it wrong. And then I tell them where they're wrong and how my vision actually is." And you're going to hear a lot of the people I bring on, they're going to be like, the time I save in this is far more valuable than any of the credits I could ever spend. But they've probably had a business up and live for a year. You probably don't. You probably are building your business and trying to do it the right way. So I just want you guys to know that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Say the what, not the how. Overskill is the box. Overskill is the box. That's why we use Overskill, because we're leveraging Todd's brain. We're leveraging Todd's SOPs. We are having, if we hired Todd Dickerson to build our app or our software or our feature or our pages, because like we talk about apps a lot in Overskill, and it does. It builds software. It builds apps. That's amazing. It also builds funnels. It also builds order forms. It also builds stores. Ooh, bookmark for me. A really cool bookmark for me, Pog Arena, and a really cool setup that we had with that. I want to share a story with you guys really soon. So, but Overskill is not just apps. It's about funnels. It's about design. It's about order. It's about so much more than that. Regardless of what you're trying to do, you give it the what, not the how. You get to work with Todd. So like if you were to go work with Todd Dickerson and you were to tell Todd Dickerson what you wanted to build, would you ever tell Todd Dickerson how to build it? No, you wouldn't even know what to say, let alone would you say anything, right? Same with Overskill. Don't tell it how. Who was saying that? Trevor. So Trevor, like let's say you're going to go use Claude or another AI to come up with your initial prompt to help craft out your features and just kind of help you brainstorm. Yeah, it is 100% Trevor. Excuse me, Jonathan. Jonathan. So yeah, Trevor, let's say you're ideating somewhere else. You're always going to see that if you, like, let's say, example, you go to Claude, you're like, hey, Claude, let's talk. I have this idea. Help me flesh out features. Help me flesh out just like the idea. Let me talk to you about it. Because maybe you're already paying $20 a month for Claude and you're like, I want to use that. Totally cool. Claude is always going to give you the how. When you say, cool, I like this, turn it into a prompt for me, it's always going to give you the how. It's always going to give you like a 17-page document with all sorts of technical examples. No, stop that. That's telling it the how. Do not tell Overskill how to do anything ever. Do not tell Overskill how to do anything. Just tell it what you want it to do. Just like you would tell Todd. You would never tell Todd what databases to use. You would never tell Todd what the API architecture should be. So don't tell Overskill. We get to leverage Todd every single day. Does that make sense between the what and the how? I would put this as number 1. Like if you just started with Overskill and had no idea what you were doing and you went to your prompt box and you just started talking to it and you told it the what and not the how, you'd be successful. It is like that. This is just the world that we're in now. Always tell it the what, not the how. Nice, Matt. Love that. Hey, so I didn't really see any recommendations in the chat, but I want to give it just a couple of minutes. Did you guys have any problems, any bugs, any issues, or any features not acting the way you wanted them to act? Did you guys have any of that happen on Coachbook when you were testing it out? As you guys are typing out, let me just walk you through exactly what we did again here. I said start phase 2 of the build. I gave it this image on accident. Whoopsie doopsies. Cool. If you have guys, if you have recommendations, if you have bugs, or like, hey, it'd be really cool if it worked like this instead, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. And we'll go to ROI calculator in just a minute too. Who is that? Laura, not on Coach Book, so probably on ROI. I'm going to give you guys that too. Cool. So yeah, if you guys have any of those recommendations, put them in there, but I just want everybody to get really comfortable, really comfortable. Trevor, I'll show you that in just a minute. So I said start phase 2 of the build. Phase 1 is solid. Great. Phase 2, make availability truly editable. Great. That's my coaching availability. Nice. Here it tells me exactly what it built. Awesome. I have a live preview and it was completed. So now, this preview window, let me see if I can hop over here. You'll see we have the sitemap changed a little bit. We have our availability as well as our booking page. The booking page is what we saw previously. Here's our booking page. Check it out. We now have an availability page. Oh, and now here, me as the coach, I can now set my availability. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can choose my day off. I can set up my schedules. I can literally do the thing. I can set up my schedules. I can integrate a calendar with this, and we're rocking and rolling. Ooh, I don't know. Can I integrate a calendar with this? I'm going to now go to plan mode. I do this so often, gang, so often. I'm just going to hop over to plan mode, and I'm going to say, would I be able to integrate a Google Calendar with this that automatically displays my availability? Boom. I love this live preview. It shows me how many open times I have as well as the bookable days. Over here to this live preview, I would definitely want to make it where I could see quick stats of, are my bookings going up or are my bookings going down? So I'm going to come over here to my doc. I'm going to hop down here where I keep my notes. I'm just going to make a couple spaces and I'm going to say, so it's nice to map things to the pages, okay? Ooh, 15-minute sessions, yes. 15-minute sessions available on the calendar. Next, what was I just talking about? Oh, yes. Next, when we go to the app, I want this live preview. I want that to show if my bookings are up or down, right? Just like leads. If my leads are up, if my business is sustaining leads and they're coming in every day, my business is doing good. That's the number one metric Russell checks every day. He logs into ClickFunnels. He goes to the dashboard. Are the leads up? Are the leads down? If they're down, we have problems. If they're up, we're doing amazing. So I'd love a quick little look at that for the coach. So I'm going to go add that to my list. We're going to hop down here. And sorry, I was looking at the page. I like to know exactly what page this is on. This just made the page, so I don't remember what it was called yet. I'm not 100% memorized the map yet. So I'm just going to come back here and check it out because now I can start to be clear with Overskill. I told you guys how I like to have images. So I'll take an image of this, like that's my live preview. By the way, if you want something somewhere, just show it in this image. So let's say I want it to be right here. Let's say this is where I want it to be. I'm literally going to make that image. I'm going to copy that image. I should be able to hop down here and I should be able to, paste this image. I can. There we go. Now I'm going to go right here. And actually, we're going to go just above. Can I go right here? I can. So now this is going to be, sorry, I forgot the name of the page. Okay, it happens. Go back. I think it's appointments. It's availability. Great. Now we're going to hop over here. On my availability page, I would like the live preview to display an up or down arrow. Up for green, up should be green, down should be red, and it should display, am I booking more bookings this week than last week? This should be quick booking stats that the coach could find. Bingo. Great. Awesome. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to look through the chat here. Yeah, hustling so many times. Yeah, people find the who and also not the how. Yeah, 100%. Not anymore. Not anymore. That's if you guys have done this before, you know how powerful it is to not have to find your who, to be your who, to be your own who. And now you can do all the hows. It's so cool. 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 Great. So, what I really want to point out here before I get to this, what I really want to point out here is that what I am looking at in this preview window is not live to you guys and your URL. So remember, I first built the app, phase 1 of the app. Then I published that app. Publishing that gave me a URL to share with you guys. But all of the changes that I've made since that publish are not live on the URL that you are looking at. So you can see my publish has an orange dot at the top here. If I click on that, my publish changes button is there and it has an orange dot. So I know that I've made changes that are not being reflected on this URL. Like for instance, let me see if I can go to the home page. Let's go to home. And I'm going to put a banner at the top. So check this out. I'm going to go out of plan mode and I'm going to go back into build mode because it's an action that I want to happen. So I'm going to hop over here. At the very top of my home page, I'd like to put a banner across the top that says 20% off on all bookings today only. I think this is really going to help everybody understand the different states that we have, because you as this app builder now, you have full control and availability. It's called versioning or version history. So make your app and get it to where you're happy, where you want to launch, whether you're launching for leads, launching for paid, doesn't matter. Make your app and get it to a place that you're happy with. Because once you do, you can always come back. You can make all of these changes to your preview while what your people are experiencing does not change at all. And then you can test here in your preview. You can test all of the things. You can make sure that it works. And then when you confirm, yep, this is exactly what I want it to be, go back and publish. And then your customers will see that published version of the app. You have full control. Oops. I launched the app and I shouldn't have. There's a bug. I want to go back to what it previously was. You just change the version. All of your versions are saved in Overskill. You can even bookmark versions. I'll teach you more about this on Friday because we're going to have apps ready to roll on Friday. But I just want you guys to feel confident and know that you're fine to do. You are fine to go and you are fine to do. You're not going to break anything, and we can revert everything with version history. It's really, really, really powerful. So we're starting our build right here. Let's see what it says. Nice. At the very top, I want that thing. Great. It's got it. It's got it. It's got it. And awesome. It's starting that build. Right now, when you see this, it's building the actual thing that we made in the prompt. So we'll give this just a couple more minutes, and we're going to see that banner across the top. And you will not see it on your page. That's the big thing I need you guys to understand. You literally have the full control that a full stack developer has at their hands every single day. Like, you have control to change the live app right now, live in the moment. You also have full control to revert that change and go back to the way that it was. Like, you literally have the full power in your hands. And does that make sense to you guys? Let me know in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yeah, Mary Lee says, I don't know when we should be building and when we should be using plan mode. Yeah, I can explain that. So I used build for this prompt because down here is our different modes. I knew for a fact I want to put a banner across the top of this. By the way, I didn't give it any colors. I didn't give it any design direction. I didn't tell it to add an image at the top of it, a little, what do we call that? An icon. I didn't tell it any of that. It just did it. That's why, that's one of the reasons why I'm unbelievably blessed and proud to be here talking with you guys about this. Like the last decade of my life as a marketer is almost moot. Honestly, almost moot, because this is just how it thinks, right? So anyway, Mary Lee, for you, I knew I wanted to build this banner. I didn't have any theorizing. I didn't have any questions I needed to ask, like, does my app work this way? I didn't have any of that. I just wanted it to build a banner. So I used build mode for that, and I told it what I wanted it to build. But up top here, I did not know if it was possible or built in yet for Google Calendar to be a part of my app, where I could integrate my Google Calendar into my app, and then it could set my appointments and availability scheduling for me. So when I go to this availability page, I'm not having to set all of this every single day. I just integrate my calendar, and then the available slots show up. So that's what I wanted, and I didn't know if it was built in. So for this one, I went to plan mode. And I asked it a question. Would I be able to integrate Google Calendar with this that automatically displays my availability? It says yes. This is exactly build item 4, actually. And if I wanted to, then I could go and connect my Google Calendar right here. I could do that. I could set it up, right? So sometimes you might want to theorize. Sometimes you might want to talk about your app to Overskill, who built your app. And sometimes you might want to say, I have an idea for this feature. Would it be a good idea in this app? Or are we getting too big or bloated? Or will we have to change the whole code base? So to try and make it as easy as I can for you, Mary Lee, when you know you want to build this thing, you go right to build. When you have questions, or you want to theorize, or you just want to talk out loud, that's when you're going to go to plan mode. All right. Great questions out of everybody. This is awesome. So, oops, let me hop over here. There we go. Sorry about that. Looks like the page went down for a quick second. Yeah, sorry about that, gang. I think the page just went down. Yeah, that's interesting. That just started, right? Yes or no in the chat. The page reload thing just started, didn't it? That wasn't happening this whole time. Cool. I didn't really do anything. You guys actually didn't miss anything. All I was saying was basically, if you know the thing that you want to build, use build mode. If you want to theorize, if you want to talk about it, if you want to ideate, use plan mode. So now, do me a favor, gang. Just so everybody understands the two different states, because this is power. This is real power. Reload the URL. Let me give you a fresh URL. Right here again. This is my live URL. This is when I click publish. This is what people see live on the URL. Hop over here. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. Here we go. Bingo. Oh my gosh, it's already 2:15. I'm giving away credits in 5 minutes. Hang with me. It goes so fast. I feel like I just sat down with you guys. An hour is crazy. Outlook, yeah, you can hook in Outlook. Yeah, and if you want to have it connect to all the calendars, so maybe your clients could connect their calendar as well. Yeah, tell it I want this to be integratable with all calendars. Outlook, Gmail, and Apple. Whatever the Apple email is. I forget. I don't use mine. Right? Yes, you would just build that. You would just go to build mode. You would just tell it and you would just build that. So you guys, everybody should be hopefully looking at the preview of this page. Right? I gave you guys a URL in the chat. Everybody should be looking at the preview of this page. And you will see on this preview, there is no banner. There's no banner anywhere on this preview whatsoever. But when I come back over here and I look at my preview, there is a banner. So I want you guys to build your app's MVP, minimal viable product. All right, minimal viable product. Make your MVP. And once you have that thing made, maybe use your MVP to start for free. Give it away for free as a lead magnet while maybe you're still building the paid features that you want to use, right? build the first thing you need to start, and then go baby, go baby, go. That's how we play the game in 2026. I have some other changes that I want to make, so let's hop over here to this doc really quick, and I want to have 15-minute sessions available on the calendar. Yes, so I'm going to hop over here. I'd like to make a 15-minute session as well. Then I'm going to hop over here. I'm going to go back to my doc. I'm going to copy this. We're going to paste that, and then I'm going to say, see attached image for direction. And I didn't attach that image. I do it all the time. I forget. I'm just going to hit stop. Just going to hit stop right away. That does not charge me any credits. That doesn't do anything. I'm just going to hop back over here. I'm going to copy this text. I'm going to paste the text. Now I'll hop back here. I will copy this image that I took. I'll paste the image in the chat. That one didn't want to copy. Of course, let's just hop back over here. And of course, it doesn't want to copy for me. That's A-okay. I'm going to hop over here to availability. I'm just going to take another screenshot really quick. Select this area. Boom, just like so. All right. And then I'm going to put my pill in here. I want it to display right there. Fantastic. Copy that image. Hop back in here. Paste it in the chat. There it is. Bingo. I'm in build mode, so it's going to build. If you were in plan mode and it's like, oh no, I forgot to skip my plan mode, just stop. No worries. Just hit stop, recopy, redo the thing. YouTube is right here. I got you. Here you go, D. That's the link to our YouTube channel. All replays are there. Nice. So here we go. We're hopping over, and all these changes are happening. Once these changes are done, I'm going to publish this. And then I could give this to you guys today, but let's hold off until Friday, because on Friday, we're going to put finishing touches on this. You guys come on Friday. Just so you know, Friday, all we're doing is finishing out this app. That's the whole thing. I'm not even starting out with an intro. On Friday, we're going to open up the screen and we're going to get right to work. So make sure you're here early on Friday. I don't know the time yet that we're going to go live on Friday. You'll see it on the waiting page a couple minutes after we end here. So I don't know exactly what time we're going to work with, but be there Friday. Make sure to show up early, because we're just going to hit the ground running. And then I'm going to give you guys this on Friday. Everybody is going to have this app on Friday. You can have it in your account. We're going to get it to a really good place where you guys could spend very minimal credits, tweak this for yourself, make this app how you need for your business and your customers and your workflow. Connect it to any endpoints, connect it to any calendars, regardless of what you're doing. Use this for you, how you need it. Cancel your feature requests in Calendly. It doesn't matter anymore. You're rocking and rolling here. Yeah, no session tomorrow. That's right, Laura. That's right. So I want to make sure we're clear on this. I know I want to go live every day. Right now, I am just really stretched thin. So I'm going to try and go live every day. But like this week, Wednesday and Thursday, I have a bunch of webinars. I have a bunch of lives. There's no way I could squeeze it in unless it's 6 in the morning, right? And for all my West Coast people, you guys are like, oh my gosh, do not do 6 in the morning. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. So this week, we will not have a session Wednesday or Thursday. We will have a live this Friday. We will have a live this Friday. And then next week, if you guys just go to the overskill.live, go to the waiting page, you'll be able to see all of next week's schedule already on that page. Oh, Lori, can you add in this app a notification to you when someone books? Lori, do me a favor. I'm going to, where did that go? There it is. There it is. I'm going to copy that, Laura. I'm going to put you in my doc over here, but I'd love for you to keep that. There we go. There we go. I'd love for you to keep that in a note doc somewhere. Let me strike these through. Where's my strike through? Where's my strike? Oh, interesting. Okay, let's just underline for now. It's fine. This just lets me know that I did those and I didn't do this. Just a little easy way. Ping is like 6 o'clock. That's great for me in Germany. And I know we have people global. I'm going to try and find out a lot more about you guys. And I do want to have different session times because I know some of you guys across the globe from us, you are working really hard to be here. And I appreciate that tremendously. And I want to reward that. And I want to be a resource to you guys. So definitely we'll make sure to do that going forward. But any other recommendations that you guys have while playing with this, save them in a doc, because we're going to come here Friday and we are going to fire out changes. I'm not going to walk you through as much. You know, I'm doing a lot of explaining right now, and it's just, there's certain fundamentals that if I can help you guys nail this, you're going to move so much faster. And how many times do we need to just get out of the starting gate, right? Aren't there so many times we try and do something new and we just have such a hard time getting out of the starting gate? And if we could have got out of the gate, then we could have run and we could have won, but we can't. So it's really important to me that you guys understand some simple fundamentals of Overskill. It's going to change how you do everything. Thank you, producer Chad. So if you guys have recommendations, make sure to put that upcoming schedule next Monday. You will see the upcoming schedule just on our waiting page, just overskill.live. You're going to see all of that. All right. Now, you guys do me a favor, scroll down just a little bit on the page. I'm going to hide our access code, and you should be able to see a spinner now. So we're going to load in the active chatters. Bingo. There's everybody's name. Gonna be a little difficult to see all the names, but that's okay. We have everybody here. And by the way, for you to win credits, I'm changing up credits a little bit. I want to do 5K a day. Okay, I'm going to do 5K a day. Laura, you should just scroll down a little bit. I think it'll be, if you're on mobile, it'll be just below your chat. If you're on mobile, it should be video, chat, and below the chat should be your interaction stage. That's where you should see a widget, a spinner, and all sorts of stuff. Robertson did not win. That was just a test. Don't you worry, guys. Robertson is not winning this bad boy at all. Cool. Laura's got, okay, great, gang. Great. So how you get activated into the giveaway, I'm changing it. I was going to do 10K a day. I want to do 5K a day. I want to reward you actively showing up. By the way, I didn't tell anybody yet, but I'm building it. You guys are going to get daily rewards for being here. So if you log into the chat, you're going to get like 100 credits, 200 credits just to be here. I reward you for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope I use it well and help you build, grow, and progress in your life. But there's a lot of fun stuff that I'm going to do. So you're going to get like 100, 200 credits just by joining the chat. There's going to be other little interactive things I can have you guys do that's just going to get you more credits. And I want to give everybody, we not just me. This is Todd too. This is Todd. We want to reward you guys for doing the thing. We're in beta right now, and you guys are like our founders, so we value you tremendously. So I have a bunch of cool gamification things I'm going to add in here next week to be activated into, oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. 5K a day. I want to do 5K a day giveaways. I said 10K. So if I just do 5K a day giveaways, then I can reward you guys every single day, and I can always have really fun winners. But that means also that 5K that I save every day, I can just bank. And now at the end of the day, I can give away 25K. Right? We can have one big giveaway for 25K on Fridays, and that's just by you being here, right? I'm thinking about doing it is however many sessions that week you join in is how many credits or tickets you get into the spinner. So if you joined all 5 sessions or all 3 sessions, you would get 3 shots on a spinner. I have a lot of cool ideas I have coming up with this, but the big thing I want you guys to know is, we're going to do 5K a day, and on Fridays, we're going to do a massive 25K giveaway, 20K, 15K, depends on how many times I go live that week. And to be entered into that, you have to be in the chat. All right. You don't have to be logged into your Overskill account. You guys see a lot of people have that green check mark. That's just them logging into their Overskill account. So next time we go live, feel free to sign out from the page. And when you sign out, you'll see a little green button above the chat that says log in with Overskill. No, Susie, if I go live 5 days a week, that's 5 times 5. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 5. If I save 5K a day, then 5 times 5 is 25, and it'd be 25K at the end of the week. Super close. Math, I'm not good at it either, so you're welcome for the explanation. Anyway, yeah, I want to do that, and all you have to do is just log into the chat. Log into the chat, be there for 2 minutes, something like that. So I want to make sure you guys all know how to get entered. I want everybody to be entered. So now that we've done all that, LaDonna says, ka-chow, I love that. Here we go. Loaded everybody in. 15 new names on the list. Great to have you guys. Welcome, welcome. Let's spin. And hey, Jetty, nice. Here we go. Awesome. Congratulations, Jetty. We got you with the 5K giveaway for today. By the way, you guys don't have to do anything for that. I got your information. I have everything I need, Jetty. So congratulations. That's just going to be in your account. Give me like 10 minutes after this is done. I still manually do this process to make sure that you guys get the thing. It's going to be instantaneous in the near future, but absolutely. Let's go. Congratulations, Jetty. Yeah, you guys let him know in the chat too. It's awesome. So good. That's so fun. I'm going to have it's dangerous putting me up here, isn't it? Oh man, I am going to give away some stuff. Holy cow. So congratulations, Jetty. Really happy for you, man. That's incredible. And a couple quick final announcements. Make sure to check that waiting page, guys. Guaranteed for this week. No live tomorrow, Wednesday. No live Thursday. No live. You're so welcome, Jetty. Congrats, man. Congrats. No live tomorrow, no live Thursday. We are going live Friday. I just don't know the time yet. Check the waiting page later today or tomorrow. I'll get the time set up on there, and then you guys can all set your day up on Friday so that you don't miss anything. And be here Friday. Be here Friday. I don't know exactly. I think I'm going to be giving away 15. Yeah, we did Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, so that's 3 sessions, 3 times 5. That's going to be 15. So we'll do 15K this Friday. Be there, but I'm also going to be giving you guys apps. Literally Friday, all we're doing is building Coach Book. We're going to have time left over, and we made an ROI calculator the week previous. So we're also going to build that ROI calculator, and I'll give you guys those links again on Friday. I know I saw a lot of you like, hey, how do I get the old apps? I want to get these cool things. Wait till Friday, please. Let me use my credits. Let me build the thing. Let me spend, and then let me give it to you so you can just build on top of that foundation. If you need it now, just go build it. It'll take 6 prompts. Tops. If you do really good at your first prompt, it'll just take 2. So feel free to go build it if you need. But otherwise, hop in here on Friday, join us, and make sure that you get to be a part of all the cool giveaways and all the cool stuff. All right, I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Tim, thank you. Asha's going to be on the road on Friday. You can join this from mobile. You can join this from your cell phone. Just open up Google Chrome or Safari. Open up your browser on your cell phone. Just go to overskill.live. You might need to re-sign into the chat from your phone because your phone and computer, most people don't have them connected, so they're like separate devices. So you can hop in on your phone and you can use this exactly like YouTube. Just go full screen and then you can swipe up and it minimizes the whole thing. So it should be super, super easy. Olivine, you should be able to use emojis. Control Command Space for me, and that'll put emojis down in the chat. But I think what you're talking about are more so like stickers and some of the cool things that you see inside of streams. I'm building all that. I'm building all that for all of us. So I'm really excited, guys. I'm glad you are all enjoying this as well. It's a pleasure of my life to be here with you all. So thanks for being here today. Congratulations, Jetty, on the giveaway. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Test that page. Have a doc full of things that you want to see it do differently or see it do. Have your recommendations, and we're going to hit the ground running on Friday. I will let you guys go for now. Have an amazing rest of your day. Catch you soon.